2024. What a year has been this past year. It's been a crazy year. I am so happy it's ending today. And yes, I'm doing this video right now on New Year's Day. I mean, not New Year's Day, on New Year's Eve right now. This year hasn't been the best year for me, personally, for content creating. Because I had a lot of ups and downs and a lot of things that's happened to me over the year. And I've been so depressed all the time and haven't had that much time to do some fun things with you guys. I was planning on doing the show this year, but me and DJ, because DJ is always busy at most times, and I never get to never gets to get to make content creating. But we're gonna try to do it next year, somewhere around maybe like April or something, to well, probably when he's not as busy and is not doing anything. That's probably when the time where we're gonna record the stuff, what we're gonna talk about, and then upload it next November, which is next year. So that way it doesn't interfere with anything. That way we have an trajectory to go to. And well, I don't know why it's a trajectory, but I don't know. I'm so dumb. So that way it doesn't get in the way with recording stuff, like recording other content and recording, and especially DJ doing his DJ sets as well, and doing other things on top, making videos, going to cons and everything. So, but when he's like at that time where he's not as busy and he's just chilling out, just not doing anything, that's where I'm gonna ask him if he's not busy. I'm gonna say that to him next year. And if he's not as busy, we could probably do the show then, and then do it. Which we'll probably just record some things for the show, like I mentioned just a second ago. Yeah. I've got so much things planned for next year, which they all gonna, so basically the next video will be the New Year's one, of course, showing all the fireworks that goes off around here, around my place, and that will be the last video of the year, and then I'll come back in March. That's the time, which is the time that I will be taking a big step back and a big break off from making YouTube videos personally, so that way it doesn't get into, so that way I don't have to think about that stuff as much while I'm taking the 2 months off, because I need to take that time to sit down and reflect on myself, and to make sure the year doesn't go as bad how this year was for me. Which you guys would have seen how much videos I posted, and how much content I've been posting, how much live streaming, a lot of other things as well, and how much time off I took from this year. I think I took time off for about 7 times this year. About 7 times I took a lot of time off. Last year I took time off around, I don't know, probably like 3 or 4 times I took off. But this year has been 7 that I took a lot of time off. So that's how bad this year has gotten for me in the past, and I can't wait what 2025 has to offer. I have a lot of videos that spread out, so every once a fortnight you'll see videos that I'll be posting, so that way, the next, it's like a timetable thing. It's like a timetable thing. So basically, I do videos the next week, live streaming, podcasting, and all that. But I do it every once or 2 weeks. So basically, I do it. So, for example, next week I'm doing a podcast episode, and then working on the 3 Pause Pit games, and then uploading regular videos. Then the next one will probably be the top 5 series stuff, and then probably some gaming. So it'd be like that next year. And I had some pretty good things this year that's happened to me. I got to meet a lot of furs. I got to meet a lot of proper furs as well this year. I got to meet some pretty good people I met. And I've been in video, and also I've been in a couple of videos this year, which I have been in a couple of them, which is incredible. And hopefully next year will be the thing that I will do, is to keep pushing forward. But when I'm taking the 2 weeks, taking off the 2 week, only 2 weeks once a fortnight thing, that way I can think also, and take a breather as well from videos as well. So I have days off in between, so that way I have a lot of time to spare and just to chill out, so it doesn't make me even more stressed. So basically I've done that for a reason, so it doesn't control me as much, and I don't have to worry about stressing a lot on videos that won't impact me as much. And yeah. But this year has been the most depressing year I ever faced. I think this year is worse than 2021. If you guys remember 2021, before anyone ever mentioned me, or before you guys ever seen me on here, 2021 was the year that I was starting to come into it. I was starting to come into my own self and my own personal boundaries, and then I was a bit depressed that year. And I was a bit emotional that year, because because it was crazy how much people that was actually supporting me in a way that made me feel humble, which still does to this day. You guys make me so happy. You make me so happy to make videos. You make me happy each day, and I never ever expected this to happen, and it paid off. And to anyone that has been on my channel for a very long time, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you guys, to you guys, because if I was how I was back then, I probably would not have been up to this point at this time, and you guys basically saved me in a way, and you both basically made me a better person. You made me basically so happy to be who I am, and you guys made me as that. I don't want to cry this time. I don't want to cry in the video. Because this year has impacted me so much that it affected me to be very depressed. And I don't know if you guys know this, but I told a couple people, sometime around May, I think it was May 22nd or 23rd, I can't remember, I was that depressed, and I had a lot of stress on me, I had a lot of anxiety on me, that, because how much videos I was doing, it was pushing me so much, it was putting a lot of pressure on me, and I almost committed suicide on that day. My brother stopped me from ending my life, because I had a knife, I had a kitchen knife, but it was a steak knife, and it was like 6 inches away from my neck, and my brother went behind me and stopped me from doing it, and at that point I was thinking to myself, if I ended my life right now, where would I be at if it wasn't for you guys? And that's when it changed me, and that's when I started getting even more depressed, and this year was the year for a little depression in me, and how much depressed I was. And I didn't want this year to be bad to begin with, but at the start of the year, it was that's when it started becoming bad and worse and worse and worse. And that's why next year, or should I say next month, in February, I'll be taking 2 months off, so that way I can sit down and think in my head and go out places, because I haven't been out places for a while. So I'm just going to go out, do some things on my own, enjoy my life for the past 2 months, and do whatever I want, you know. So that way it doesn't become as besides YouTube or anything, and then so that way I can keep pushing forward to not to worry about any videos or or any stress. By that matter, and just to not feel uncomfortable, if that makes sense. And then when I do come back on March, I will have perfect. But anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys later.